Hello and welcome to VNatomy, Veterinary Anatomy and Physiology for students studying animal science and veterinary nursing. The focus of today's lesson is the equine stay apparatus. This is a collective term referring to specially adapted muscles, tendons and ligaments which reduce muscle fatigue and exertion while standing. This is best known as the reason why horses can rest while standing, but it also reduces muscular effort whilst the horse is moving during exercise. The main adaptation is that muscles have increased the fibrous collagen content of many muscles, which work in conjunction with tendons and ligaments, especially within the distal limb. This can further be divided into the suspensory apparatus and the check apparatus, which are present in all four limbs. We will look at the distal limb first. The suspensory apparatus primarily consists of the interosseous muscle, which has been completely replaced with fibrous material to form the suspensory ligament. This runs along the palmar or plantar surface of metacarpal or metatarsal 3, then bifurcates proximal to the fetlock joint. It then runs distally on the dorsal surface of the proximal phalanx to join the common digital extensor tendon. Along with associated distal sesamoidean ligaments in this area, the suspensory apparatus supports the fetlock and the pastern joint. Now, let's look at the rest of the forelimb to view the check apparatus. The superficial and deep digital flexor tendons run down the caudal and palmar aspect of the forelimb. There are slips of ligamentous connection from these tendons to the bony column of the leg, which will prevent extension and passive collapse of the joints the tendons pass over. The superficial digital flexor tendon has a check ligament joining it as it passes over the radius. The deep digital flexor tendon has a check ligament joining it at the level of the metacarpals. The extensor Carpi radialis is located on the cranial aspect of the forelimb and it will stabilise the carpus in conjunction with the digital flexors. More proximally on the limb, the serratus ventralis and biceps brachii muscles have increased fibrous components to support the limb in this area. Let's now move on to look at the stay apparatus and adaptations in the hind limbs. The hind limbs also support a large proportion of the horse's weight. So, in addition to the suspensory apparatus and a check ligament on the deep digital flexor tendon, there are other adaptations: the patellar locking mechanism and the reciprocal mechanism. Although strictly speaking, the patellar locking mechanism is not a part of the equine stay apparatus, as there is no increased fibrous content of the muscle, it is a very important way for the horse to conserve energy and will be included here. The patellar locking mechanism allows the horse to immobilise the stifle joint. When this is engaged, the horse can rest the weight from the caudal part of its body on the immobilised limb. The locking is achieved due to several adaptations around the stifle joint, the trochlear groove of the femur, and the patella. During normal locomotion, the patella moves in the trochlear groove. There are 3 patellar ligaments in the horse and a medial patellar cartilage. The medial patellar ligament attaches to this cartilage. To lock the stifle, the joint is extended past a certain point and then it twists medially to hook the patellar cartilage over the trochlear tubercle, and the medial and patellar ligaments are stabilised over the medial ridge. This locks the patella in place and therefore prevents flexion of the stifle joint without any muscular effort. To release the stifle and allow movement once more, the horse shifts its weight to the other leg, then contracts the quadriceps muscle to move the patella proximally, allowing it to then move laterally and proximally to move it back into the trochlear groove. The reciprocal mechanism is the final major component of the stay apparatus in the hind limb. The reciprocal mechanism ensures that when the stifle is in extension, the hock is also in extension. This is due to muscle attachments, meaning that when the femur moves caudally, the distal limb moves caudally and vice versa. This is what is meant by reciprocal movement. The reciprocal mechanism is composed of the peroneus tertius muscle cranially and caudally the superficial digital flexor tendon and gastrocnemius. This adaptation also ensures that when the patella is locked, the hock is also immobilised. Both of these functions can occur without additional muscular effort or fatigue. To recap, the stay apparatus refers to adaptations within the equine musculoskeletal system that help to reduce muscle fatigue. The suspensory and check apparatuses are found in both forelimbs and hind limbs. The hind limb has additional adaptations, the stifle locking mechanism and the reciprocal apparatus. You should now have a better understanding of the structures involved in the equine stay apparatus and associated specialisations in both the forelimb and hindlimb. Please leave a comment if you have any further questions. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to see future videos. Thanks for watching.